ready for prime time.
Prime time.
Prime time.
Prime time. That's the name.
Prime time.
Prime time. What time is it? Showtime. Prime time.
It's XL Prime Time, featuring Joe C.
I'm having nightmares right now.
Matt Hayes.
Big asses, big thighs, yeah.
And Leon Searcy.
Bed Bath & Beyond. Nothing says football like scented soap.
How you like me now?
We get it cranking in the noon hour. You all are ready to get it cranking. Watching your Jaguars get on the football field. That comes tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. By the time we get back to the studio tomorrow, we will be boots on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
There will be fans in the stands. Chili will be served by Fan Cam as I'm trying to think if it's
Wait a second. Training camp is here tomorrow.
That's what I led off with. Yes,
that's
that's
what I'm
exactly
saying.
what I led off with.
I'm saying let's get a little excited about it, man.
You're talking dirty to me, and I kind of like it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I led off with.
Hell yes.
But the Fan Cam, I'm trying to think of how many years he's been serving the 13 sausage habanero chili for the fans.
By the
And
way, he's missed us the last few years. You know that, right?
Well, he is there early, and he's cranking it out, and I don't remember how many bowls were served last year. 300 and some. Fan Cam will let us know. But
I mean, we love Fan Cam, but at some point he's got to save a little to the side for us.
Oh, he
know what I mean?
has, but somehow or another, someone always seems to worm their way in there and at least get that last bowl. But Fan Cam always tries to set aside some for XLP, for his faves. But fans, you guys got to be jacked up, ready to go. I know they're pumped. Big Sirs,
Yes.
it's on, man.
Aren't
Tis
you
the
pumped?
season. Of course I'm pumped. Absolutely I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Especially this is my Christmas. This is my holidays, all right? Training camp, get back out on the field, the dirt, the mud, the sweat, all that kind of stuff. All that's endearing to
The
me.
sweat towel will be out tomorrow.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
full effect. Matter
Yes.
of fact, I hung it on my mantle. All right, so I don't forget it when I wake up in the morning. I'm
Very
grabbing
good.
the sweat towel.
And I think you might be going kind of the Matt Hayes version of hats, because one of the last ones you had
Bucket hat, bro.
was a bucket hat.
Whoa.
And
Yeah.
what did it have? It had
Well, it had 4 cylinders, okay? It had 2 fans in the front.
Wow.
it was trippy.
And 2 fans in the back. Brenda charged it up for me.
Yeah. Okay. It was trippy.
Look at your girl taking care of you.
She
man.
always does. You know, she loves Big Daddy. You know?
All right. I'm gonna go back and see if
First
I can.
off, if you're out there and you're in the sun, you got to have a bucket hat. You
Oh,
got
yeah,
to.
you got to. Absolutely.
You absolutely have to.
I go visor all the time, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna.
Well, that's because you have a great head of hair.
Yeah, and
so
I don't
you
want to
gotta
lose
show it off.
I don't want to lose it. I got to
These
make
other
sure.
two.
No, it's not that you don't want to lose it. You're just trying to show it off. Is what
Yeah,
you're
I adopted the Steve Spurrier always wear a visor mentality, because I would wear a hat. I'd go play whatever, an emergency 9 one afternoon or whatever, and I'd wear a hat and you start sweating through it. And the next thing you know, you might see a few hairs fall out. Spur Dog comes along, starts wearing that visor, and I'm like, that's it. That's
Let me
all I
tell you
need to
something.
see.
Just because you got a head of hair doesn't mean, the big
I can't
C
lose
can't,
it.
the big C can't come along with a little skin cancer.
Don't you
on
listen
it.
to
That's
that,
all
Joe.
I'm
Don't
saying.
you listen to
my
that
God.
bald man.
Don't
No,
you be-
I'm trying to protect
No, you
it.
ain't trying to do nothing.
Yes, I am.
He's trying to put the funk on you, Joe.
I'm
It
not
scares
trying
me,
to-
man.
He's trying
No.
to get you bald and give you
No,
cancer.
I'm not doing neither. I'm just saying, bro, protect your head. That's all I'm
Very,
saying.
very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Well, I tell you what I tried to do. I told the wife, I said, you know what? Because I haven't shaved in like 10 days, and that's just I don't do that.
You're
so
ready
I,
for camp.
This
so I
is
told
pre-camp.
I told Brenda, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna shave to the end of training camp. She said, the hell you will.
I was just gonna say I ain't buying
I
it.
said, all right. She basically threatened me with loving it. No, she said, if you're not groomed,
You got about what, a 5-day beer right there?
I got this is about 8. This is about 8. I
Now,
usually,
when you were in training camp, did you do stuff like that when you were actually playing? Like, hey, this is
no, we
like Leon. I'm just not going to shave for the entirety of training camp.
We had fellas on the team that knew how to cut hair during training camp.
Yeah.
And most of the time, the pretty boys, the wide receivers, the DBs, they used to get their haircuts. The linemen, the old D linemen, we just went
Let it grow.
grunge
Yeah.
until we broke creek.
I gotta tell you, number one, you are a beautiful man. Okay.
I know.
Number two, I
Thank
think
you.
if you got it like trimmed but kept growing it,
Yeah.
you'd have a little Mr. Midnight in you. We might have to start calling you Mr. Midnight. Actually,
Yeah. I'm not
Not going to do it?
I'm not a follower.
Oh.
I'm a leader.
Okay.
Oh, by
I know,
the way,
I
I'm
know,
going to get.
but
Man, I'm glad you played that because I actually ran to Mr. Midnight yesterday at the cigar lounge. I asked
Was
him
it
for
around
my.
midnight? or-
I asked him. No,
you
it was-
call him Mr. or you say Midnight?
I call him Mr. Midnight.
All right.
Listen, I said, hey, listen, you did a phenomenal job on the song or whatever. I said, but the fellas A little disappointed I was able to do the
A
show. I
little?
said, well, a lot disappointed.
Yeah.
I said, can I get my version
Of the recording.
Of the recording.
Yeah.
It's absolutely. So,
Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna get it within the next couple of days.
All right,
good.
let's
We
do
need
it
it.
sprightly at midnight so we can hear it
Yeah,
as
we
fast
need
as
it.
possible.
Yeah, we'll get it. We got it.
Cat's out of the bag. And,
Yes.
And tomorrow the cats are going to be out of the bag as they're getting ready to
The
get
cats
out there
will be
and
out of the
compete.
bag.
Yes, they're getting ready to compete. And we will come back every single day with reaction, thoughts, XLP Big Three, what we're looking at, what we saw, all that type of stuff. And so we hope you guys will join the party with us. So you guys can jump in today. We're going to throw a little more college football at you today, since we will be knee deep in Jaguar talk basically from tomorrow on. We really will. And it's a little bit of a nostalgic piece, but Bill Connolly put together a kind of look back on the greatest games in college football and how they shaped the game of college football. And I don't think yesterday's college football will recognize today's college football, but it's just the way it is. It's ever changing. It has changed as much or more, Matt, in the years that you have covered it.
Ugh, in the last 5 years.
I was going to say, in the years you have covered it, and I'm not going to put 50 years of you covering it on you, but I would say
that's
it's
not true, Joe.
right. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't put that.
What was
put that
your
on you.
first year of covering college football?
90, like as a beat, 95.
And
Yeah,
that
I
was
mean,
the
I covered
Gators?
like Florida, Georgia games and stuff like that,
Okay,
and other
right.
games.
You missed all of my years, bro. What's the deal?
I followed you,
Those
bro.
were the dominating years.
By the way, on that list that Joe's referring to
Yeah.
of like the 100, not greatest games, but most important games
Just
in college football
influence, yeah.
history, influential.
Yeah.
Miami, in your era specifically, there's like at least 10 games on there.
Yeah.
From, yes,
They were the-
late 80s, early 90s Miamis.
They were I think the first, maybe not the first, but games of the century type
Well,
of
we had,
stuff.
Oklahoma, Nebraska,
Yeah.
and that was in the Rogers had that punt return. What year was that?
Michigan State and Notre Dame. There
Yeah,
was a
we
few
had
others that
Notre
were
Dame
Yeah,
versus
there was, like-
Army way
like-
back when.
like,
games
so-
of the century.
0-0.
So I would like before 95, I would cover like big college football games. Like I covered when Washington went to the Orange Bowl and snapped that streak.
I wasn't there. I was in the pros.
I can tell you, I was there.
I didn't lose an OB.
And they had no
just for
answer for Napoleon.
Future reference.
None.
Huh?
No answer for Napoleon that
Yeah,
day.
I wasn't there, like I said. I don't even recognize the team talking about.
But what I was going to say, not putting the age on Matt, 50 years of college football, a lot happened and there was a lot of change.
Oh, yeah.
But you could argue the last 5 years has produced more change than a half century.
Oh, exponentially.
Yeah.
Not,
Realignment.
not even close.
Right.
Realignment, NIL.
It's
Everything.
Portal.
nuts.
It's now a mini NFL. 100% it is.
And annual free agency is basically what it is. So anyway, we'll throw out some of those games. It'll take you down memory lane a little bit that we definitely will have some fun with. And when you think about it, like Leon's talking about, some of those games that he played in helped shape college football. What JJ said, those Miami games, as many of them, the many big ball games that the U played in.
Well, I can think of three right now. When Miami played Penn State and lost in the Fiesta Bowl with the camouflage and all the other kind,
Yep.
that's got to be one.
It is on there.
Another one's got to be '88 when we played Notre Dame. Catholics versus convicts. That was a huge game.
Massive.
And the last one I would think would be Wide Right 1, 1991.
That's on there.
When number one Florida State played number two Miami, we beat them by
Also, a little before your time was their first natty against Nebraska.
Nebraska, yeah.
Kind of changed everything for that
Yeah.
program.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
Florida's on there. We got a couple Florida games. Unfortunately, the Nebraska-Florida game is on there.
Ooh.
Memorable.
I'm sure the
it
Chocodoke's
is.
on there.
Florida
Chocodoke?
State's on there. For Chocodoke is actually not on that list.
Are you serious?
It's not.
I had to choke it though.
Because, like I said, it's not the best games of all time. It's the most
Shaping.
influential.
Yeah, well, how is that not influential?
Well,
Because they just, I don't know.
That was the first redo in the Bayou, was it not?
well, then that game.
And then the next redo in the Bayou was the ass kicking in the Bayou.
One of
Well,
the
the
Florida
52
games.
Yeah.
52-20.
Right.
One of the
Right.
Florida games they had that's influential is obviously the first ever SEC title game because of how that
Very
changed
influential.
everything when it
Right.
comes to all the other conferences kind of fell in line after that and they had their own conference title game. And now we fast forward to 2026 and we're talking about getting rid of all those games.
Yeah. They
Was-
carried so much.
Was that '92 when y'all play Alabama?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That was Antonio Langham with the pick six.
Yeah.
And originally they said in the article that they were worried that a loss in the SEC title game, this would hurt the conference's chance to win national titles. But Alabama went on to win the national title.
Destroyed Miami.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into
Wasn't
some of
there either.
these. We will throw
That's
some
that
out.
Wasn't Me song. Wasn't
Wasn't
me.
me.
Yeah, it wasn't me. So we'll throw some out. You guys help us as far as the shaping of college football, not necessarily the greatest games. So we'll have a little fun with that. Definitely keep you going on the Jaguar content and topics as far as camp battles, all the stuff that's going to be going on.
And
over
real
the
quick,
course.
we were talking about
Yeah.
Fam Cam earlier. Thank you for Lauren Brooks for texting this in. 31st year
31st.
for Fan Cam.
So
31st.
it's awesome. And he did say the other day on Jaguars Today that this leadership has opened the doors and welcomed him in with open
nice.
arms, which is
Nice.
nice. So I like that a lot.
They're recognizing their legends.
Exactly, because he is a legend, and we got some diehard Jaguar fans that have been around since the beginning. And when you're cooking up chili and serving up some just delicious over rice habanero chili,
Jasmine rice, no less.
jasmine rice to start off your training camp. Oh my god!
Let me tell you something. You know how you have your putting green in your backyard?
Yeah.
Cam's got it in his front yard.
In his front, he's got
Jacksonville.
a killer setup.
Yeah.
He really does.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, and
Big
he's,
old TV outside. He just
how many
hangs out on the
yards would
porch
you
and
say?
just
He's
watches.
got 15 yards, something like that.
I bet it's close. Yeah,
something
I bet
like
it's
that.
close.
Yeah, which is awesome. All right, so we'll get it going with some college football talk and some Jaguar talk. It's XL Primetime.
Radio from another galaxy.
Shall I scramble TAC HQ for an intercept?
What's its current position?
1010XL. 92.5 FM.
I want you to forget what you saw here today.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Lauren Brooks here. If you're like most of us at 1010XL, you have a list of things you want to get done before football season begins. Make an appointment today to check out Closets by Design's new showroom on Phillips Highway, especially the awesome man cave with a full bar. Closets by Design can customize the perfect entertainment space for you to gather for game days. Call 904-878-9393 to schedule your free in-home design consultation and get 40% off plus an additional 15% off and free installation, or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Every summer, a new football season begins.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
Every time something you need to know happens at training camp, you'll hear about it on 1010XL.
This is awesome.
Presented by Green Acres Sporting Goods.
Some auto shops call it an inspection and flag any little thing. That's called a wallet flush. At AA Automotive, they don't play that game. They fix only what needs fixing. AA Automotive on Richard Street. Boring name, awesome service, and no wallet flush.
You can actually win a side-by-side at Best Bet St. Augustine?
You know it. Only at Best Bet. The more you play, the more chances you have to win.
Poker, great food and drinks, and a chance to drive home in that side-by-side?
That's what all the buzz is about.
Play your favorite poker and table games at Best Bet St. Augustine for your chance to win an incredible side-by-side. Earn entries now through August 7th. Grand prize giveaway happens August 8th.
Now this just got serious.
Get in the action. Feel the excitement at Best Bet St. Augustine. Details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
I'm Alan Tyre with Trust Line Mortgage. My business partners Bill Pappas and Ken Rimley want to thank all the top real estate agents and builders who refer us business every day. Thinking about buying or building a new home? At Trust Line Mortgage, we're here to make the mortgage process simple, clear, and stress-free. That's why First Coast residents have trusted us for more than 37 years. Since 1989, Trust Line Mortgage has been your local mortgage company dedicated to personal service. Real people, real conversations, and real solutions. Whether you're looking for a conventional, VA, FHA, or a construction loan, Trust Line Mortgage brings over 4 decades of experience to help you. And did I mention we offer the most competitive jumbo rates in Florida? If you're ready to buy, build, refinance, or simply explore your options, call Trust Line Mortgage today at 904-381-LOAN or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Trustline Mortgage, NMLS 331480. Allen Tire, NMLS 246490. Bill Pappas, NMLS 218443. Ken Remley, NMLS 246445.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. Now's the perfect time to order logo coffee mugs or maybe a logoed Stick brand tumbler. They're seriously ice cold and look great with your company logo. Hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all. Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call now for your free evaluation and see if multi-unit hair grafting or PRP can restore your hair. Call 904-777-IHRS.
My bald spots are gone. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS is the only clinic in the Southeast to offer all proven solutions to restore your hair and is now offering multi-unit hair grafting. One procedure, more hair.
You've got nothing to lose but more hair. I feel younger, I look younger, and who doesn't want to feel better about themselves?
This year, grow your hair back. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-4477.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
But she caught me on the counter. Wasn't me. Saw me kissing on the sofa. Wasn't me. I even had her in the shower. Wasn't me. She even caught me on camera.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Some call it simple writing, but it's kind of genius too, right?
Yeah. I appreciate it, JJ. Listen, all Miami's misery, I wasn't a part of it.
Wasn't me. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Because it can just transfer from whatever the song topic is right there into anything else you want to bring. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Was not me. I try and blame stuff on little M and Lim whenever I can get away with it, and so yeah, wasn't me. Wasn't me. That's a spill. Didn't get put away. Wasn't me. All right, now
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna start using that with Sophia when we smell a
believe
certain
me, you
sound
will.
around the house or hear a certain, fart. Definitely was her.
It wasn't me. Yeah, little Lim's got that going right now. Okay, she's what is she? 5? Yeah, she's got it going right now. She loves surprising her family. That's for sure. Speaking of surprises, what will it be like to have Vita Vea in the teal and black tomorrow? Honestly, what will it be like? Huh? How excited will fans be
Introductory
to see?
press conference.
Oh my gosh!
He's an unblockable source of nature. How about that?
He is.
He's a big body man. I told you how I feel about Samoans. I had to go up against them in my career.
Yeah.
Unmovable objects. Let me just say that.
He is every bit of 350, correct?
Easy.
If not more.
Easy.
And he has been as good a force in the middle, not just a whole plugger. He'll take up a couple of blockers, and he will just clog up a run game in the interior. Now, you can get around him and whatnot, and he's maybe a little bit more up in age, but he is asked to be moved. He wants to be dealt. And there are teams, obviously, that I would think are picking up the phone and saying, what's it going to take? Because that would be a trade. Tampa would need to get some compensation back. And Todd Bowles has kind of not dismissed it, but he certainly hasn't treated it with urgency. And so we'll see if it is serious or not. And don't you think Jacksonville could use it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's how
that.
teams act when you get a little up in age, get a little long in the tooth. You're not they don't prioritize you as much once you get near that 30,
right?
Or even that over that 30-year mark. So he's a little upset to the fact that he's been pretty consistent run stuffer for them, and now he's trying to get paid, and they're not.
So here are the numbers.
Real quick, go ahead, give me the numbers.
Yeah.
Give me the numbers.
$18 million this season. $18 million final year of a 4-year deal that he signed in 2022. The average is $17.5 million. It makes him the 19th highest paid interior D lineman. That's where he kind of says, "Wait a minute, I need more than that."
There's not 19 guys better than me.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree with that in theory. Okay, so here's the thing. He's going to want more. All right? He's going to want to try a 3-year deal.
Wherever he is going,
Yeah,
yes.
probably a 3-year deal, probably 3 years, $60 million he probably wants, okay? That's a lot of money for a guy who's 31. 31, right? 31, okay.
He's listed at 6'4", 347.
Here's my other issue.
Never.
He ain't 346. Okay?
No.
He's like 380. So here's my other issue. He's old. He's 31. He plays a position that is physically taxing, to say the least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In other words, he's been beat up for those 10 years.
Or they've been beat up. But go ahead.
Yeah. Or the people, right.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking about a big, big man who, if he hurts his knee, forget it. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
Career. Like if he hurts his Achilles, if he breaks a bone, if he breaks a bone in his leg, if he breaks a bone in his ankle, done. It's done and done. Not happening, right? So then you go to then you go to what are you going to give up for him? Is it worth a second rounder to think, all right, let's hope he stays healthy?
All day, twice on Sunday.
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really the only question I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
you can figure out the money. The money can be figured out.
Well, Eric Armstead's another example who hasn't been completely healthy, but when healthy has made plays, and he's older than Vita Vea.
He's also in really good shape, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he has had to deal with injuries.
Yes, I agree.
And Vita, at least if I'm going to look up his injury history.
I'm
not really saying he's out of shape. All I'm saying is he's a big man.
Yeah.
So if he gets hurt, it will exacerbate any kind of injury. The weight will. There's no doubt.
Well, I mean, listen, fat can secure you from injury. A little fat.
Yeah,
that's
true.
All these slim, ripped up body guys, they're the ones that get hurt.
He's not going to secure you from a knee injury, bro.
Yeah, it could. Fat. Don't discount fat.
Now, do you think that they would be looking at the Jags as a team whose second round pick is going to be really late? And so maybe that's not worth it. Maybe we need the Jags. If I'm the Bucks' first round pick,
no one's giving
it'll be
him
like
a
a
first rounder
20 in the 20s.
Yeah,
no one will give him a first
But not all
rounder.
first round picks are created equal. Is my point.
No, I know that. I know that. But
the
you're
Jags
not
and the Browns' first round picks are going to be quite different.
Right, but you're not a 31-year-old defensive tackle who's on his last year or two. You're not giving a first round pick for. There's no way. No way.
But Tampa's trying to leverage as much as they possibly.
You know who's going to give away that first round pick? Who doesn't care about them and just keeps winning? Rams.
Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. I actually wouldn't be shocked if it ends up being like a third. And we all like, oh, how could the Jags not give a third for it?
It seems to always happen in
Right?
the NFL.
Yeah.
Guys
Kinda
go for a
feel like-
lot less than you think they will.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's kind of the area that we should be thinking and focused on. Second round wouldn't be impossible at all. 2024.
Yeah, but again, that's what I was saying. I don't know that I would give a second rounder for him either.
That's what I'm thinking, that at the very least they're going to be asking for a first and then say, all right, talk to me about a second.
Yes.
And then see if they can get there.
Yes.
Think about some of the crap second round picks that have come through here.
I was just thinking,
like,
Joe,
who cares about those guys?
Right,
Get
but
rid of them.
that's because it's poor drafting, though. There are other second round picks that are fantastic in the league.
In the name of Nate Borkshire, you just bite your tongue, pal.
You're right.
Right, JJ.
I
How dare you,
apologize.
man?
I'm just saying, like, the draft is a crapshoot. Man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, we know
He's a given.
what Vita Vea is.
Yeah, he's a given. So then the other part of this, guys, is that you're already looking at trying to clean up your salary cap situation. You were really down the order in terms of available cash to spend. You've cleaned a little bit of that up. You've inked some guys. Go back to our conversation yesterday. You still have to be thinking about, is Antonio Johnson in our future, Parker Washington in our future, these guys that you think you want to sign and keep in your locker room, and this dude comes in with basically a $20 million price tag.
I agree. But you're trying to win now.
Yeah.
You're absolutely trying to win now. You can't worry about those guys in the future. If you feel that he's going to help propel you to the front of the line when it comes to the AFC as far as defensive pass rush and run stop, man,
and you guys know that I have preached from high atop Duval. Interior pass rush has been missing. It has been a forgotten weapon that they just choose to ignore or haven't gotten as much out of. Now they've done very well interiorly in stopping the run. Devon Hamilton has done a decent job. The guys that they used to stop the run did a good job, but you still need a dude that can collapse the pocket.
Let me tell you
something.
Ellis.
If he plays like he played last year,
Regis, you talking about?
Regis, I'm sorry. Did I call him Ellis?
Ellis.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point,
Regis.
it's the same thing till proven otherwise.
Yeah, it was.
So if he played like the way he played last year, this is a Super Bowl team. Honestly,
so
it is.
last year, let's see here. He played all 17 games last year, 34 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 7 for loss, and in line with his career averages. So he didn't drop off. He is who he is.
He also commands double teams every single play.
Yeah, and 34 tackles. He just needs to wreak havoc interiorly, and that's what this football team honestly has been missing. And so we'll see whether or not something like that would be.
Did you remember seeing last year's scrimmage when we had to block him? Well, we didn't.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Well, number one, they didn't. And number two, I'm not even sure he was going full bore.
No, he wasn't. And that was the sad part about it. He was not going full bore, and no one could still block him.
And we're going to either see him in the pewter coming up with that joint practice a little bit later on, or he might be on the move. He might be. I would love, and I think Jimmy Gladstone's is aggressive. That's why he got the name Gladstones, because he shows some stones when he's making deals. So we'll find out whether or not he picks up the phone, whether this is intriguing to him at all, or Liam, or Anthony Campanile, any of these guys. Big Bo, they have these conversations, and then it just comes down to what do we have to offer? What are we willing to pay? Does he fit in with what we want to do? On and on and on.
Yeah, but Armstead's going to want to move if they pull that deal.
But that would be a 1 and a 3. I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
So Devon
Hamilton. Wait, a 1 and a 3?
Yeah. No, Vita would be the 1.
Oh, I thought you were talking about giving one. Like position. Yeah. I was like.
No, that wouldn't be my compensation. No. I'm just saying that 1 and 3 inside.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Some Pro Bowl.
I mean, you'd have to move Devon Hamilton to the bench, which is,
Yeah, and look, I'm a Devon fan. I like him a lot.
For all those people out there to say he played great last year.
Yeah, we ain't got time for feelings, though. If you make that move, he's playing the 1.
Yeah.
He's going to be Hamilton's going to be a rotational guy.
Yes, 100%. Injury history right now for Vita. MCL sprain in 2024, calf strain in 2022. It really is not littered with a bunch of 2021 and other MCL sprain.
Fat protects,
man. Bro. Fat protects.
It does. I like that. And the other one, he had this is some website that breaks it down. One of them is called a pedal foot bruise.
Never want to get that.
Pedal foot bruise.
Pedal foot bruise.
I heard you get that in the Tour de France.
Yeah,
I was just thinking something like that.
All right, so you guys let us know, 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. What you're willing to give. How good would it be if you had Vita Vea in the interior part of that defensive line? It may be pie in the sky and we're high, but at least it's worth talking about because the LA Rams, even though they went out and got Myles Garrett and they're going to bring Aaron Donald back from retirement, they still probably are looking and saying, wow, 50 would look pretty good.
Well, Matt actually was saying the betting odds before the show and the rant to get Vita Vea.
I've got them right here.
Go ahead.
Betting odds. Rams are even odds to get him. Chargers 2-1, Niners 4-1, Raiders 6-1, Lions 8-1. Or the Lions with him. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, my. I mean, would Hutch love that?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Commanders 10-1. Hang on. Texans 12. What did the Texans got
defense
with Danielle and Will Anderson?
Oh my God! And then all the way down to the bottom, Jaguars 66-1.
Darn it!
It's worth putting $5 on.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Let's at least put a future on that bad boy and see if we can get it done. But it maybe has more to do with the cap available cash that this team can work with right now, taking on that contract. I'm not sure.
Can't you just sign him for $1 million and give him a bonus?
Something like that.
Isn't that how you
they can get real creative, but know this.
I mean, I'm not a capologist.
Right, but just know this.
I just know the Rams do it all the time. The Niners do it all the time. And everyone else does it all the time.
Yeah, you just want a Dodger financial structure contract.
We're going to give you a $700 million deal, but we're going to pay you
in 30 years.
650 of it. Yes, and it's time to be determined later.
Yeah, that annuity.
By the way, there is an Ohtani documentary about his boy who went to prison. It's coming out.
Okay.
And it's like a 6-part. I cannot wait for that.
Okay. And so do you think it's going to suggest that he might have?
No, we all assumed that Ohtani was sort of in on it, but from what I've read, it looks like he was getting screwed over by this interpreter.
Yeah,
so
there's no Brennan Sorsby factor to
unfortunately, no.
All right.
So he's like, you really do like the Reds tonight?
Like he was in such debt that he was asking Ohtani to pay his debts.
Mm-hmm.
And Ohtani was willing about to do that, but he didn't trust that the money wouldn't be used to gamble again. So that's where their friendship kind of started to break.
Here's the thing, too. We see Vita Vea and we think, oh, my God, how do you not at least try to get that guy here? They may love what they got.
Mm-hmm. Very possible.
They may love Regis.
Yeah. And don't forget now.
They may love Hamilton.
Stop.
And I'm not kidding. They may.
You can still love those guys, but you can see that one is much more superior.
It goes back to what we originally said. The Rams see something they like, they go for it. And if this is East LA, man, then they may follow that blueprint.
The Rams love Jared Verse, too.
Yeah.
But they realized they could upgrade.
Said goodbye and went and got the most prolific pass rusher now.
Honestly, they got Jacoby Myers because they were desperate.
Mm-hmm.
They had to have a receiver.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like, okay, we have to do something.
Yeah.
So this move wouldn't be we have to do something. This move is let's see if we can make this a Super Bowl team. That's what this move would be.
True. And we go back to that timeline. Winning right now with the way Trevor has begun another ascent in his career, it's real important to give him as many weapons and pieces as they possibly can. And defense, I'm watching, and I know probably some of you were watching NFL Network yesterday, and it was a replay of the Jags-Bills game. And plays were made on both sides of the ball by this football team. Oh, it was painful.
It was on during the Franchi show, and they were watching it. I'm like, you guys, turn that off.
Two leads in the fourth quarter, blew them both.
Yeah. And I'm like, just turn it off. I don't want to look at it anymore. All right, let's keep it going. Let's talk about Vita Vea training camp, and let's get into some college football memories coming up.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
When it comes to your home or business, experience matters. That's why every apprentice at Local 234, whether training in plumbing, pipe fitting, welding, or HVAC, must pass a rigorous county licensing exam before graduating. It's just one more way Local 234 ensures the next generation of skilled professionals is ready for the job. Before you hire anyone, ask if the work will be performed by a licensed journeyman. Local 234, make the right connection.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, Hickett here. I want to talk skin along with my friends at Beach's Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunscreen. Football season is back, baby. And with that, days under that bright sun. So when you load up that truck for the game day tailgate, or the chairs for your kids' flag games, or even the boat heading downtown to watch our Jags, make sure you bring the screen. Sunscreen, that is. It's a must here in Duval. But if you have any concerns right now, give Beach's Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
Southwest Greens is the OG of artificial turf in North Florida. Stop mowing and start chipping or putting or just relaxing with a beautiful backyard, maintenance free. Log on to southwestgreensofjacksonville.com to see what they can do to your backyard.
Instant Keys is turning 25. A quarter century of saving the day when your keys mysteriously vanish.
Seriously, it was just in my pocket.
Or when that remote fob decides to quit working.
The dealership is such a hassle.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, house keys, transponders, re-keys, and even high-tech smart locks. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you for honest, professional locksmith service. Use Instant Keys.
I used to feel anxious every time I needed a dentist. Long waits, surprise bills, it was exhausting, especially as a busy mom. After searching for a dentist I can trust, I found Harbor Dental Care. They got me in right away, treated me with kindness, and helped me set up a payment plan that fit my family's budget. If you want a dental home you can trust, book your visit at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Everybody loves what's happening at Beard's Diamonds this month. Up to 40% off store-wide at their annual Christmas and July sale. But you need to hurry. The event ends at the end of the month. Hurry in to see all the amazing deals, up to 40% off, and that includes engagement rings, fashion rings, earrings, bracelets, bands, pendants. This is the annual store-wide sale that everybody loves because you get December prices like Christmas. If you're getting engaged this summer, now's your chance to get a bigger, better quality diamond. Or maybe it's time to treat yourself to a fabulous fashion ring, necklace, or bracelet. Don't forget, Beards is the town center's locally owned diamond superstore. Say hi to the Lupos when you go in. Don't settle for the corporate chain store experience when you can get the value, service, and attention you deserve. Don't miss Christmas in July exclusively at Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. I say shop local, shop Beards Diamonds. Hurry, though, the offer ends at the end of July and will not be extended. Beards Diamonds.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
All right, Big Ten Media Days are going on, and the commissioner, Tony Petitti, was asked if playoffs expand to 24, what happens to the championship game? He says, we pretty much won't be playing a conference championship game.
So just go ahead and take that into the memory book. Just go ahead and archive it. It becomes a football dinosaur. The legend. Whatever happened to the big legends and leaders?
Tell my grandkids about it.
Yeah.
Leaders and legends used to play in a championship game in Detroit. No one cared.
What was it? Was it legend and leaders?
Leaders and legends.
Oh my gosh.
That lasted about 2 seasons.
Yeah. What a really.
Now would the SEC like do the same thing?
I don't know.
They don't want to.
Here's the thing with the SEC and their championship game. That's their number one game every year. That's their standalone game that they could sell standalone and make just buku money.
And what's Ohio State, Michigan, Big Tens?
And yeah, Ohio State, Michigan is the Big Tens. So, which also eventually I can guarantee you will be a standalone game at some point. They will sell that standalone.
What do you mean by that?
Away from any other, like they could have a deal with Fox, boom, and then they'll sell that game to Apple.
On Netflix.
Just
put it on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, because that's the one game, that game and the SEC championship game are the two games that could do that. I don't know that the SEC would give that up. I know the people in the league offices are very adamant they don't want to give it up. And that's part of the whole thing why they don't want to go to 24. But man, it's all going to be how much money they're going to get from that 2014 playoff. That's what it's going to be. And that's the holdup right now with the SEC. They have no idea how much money is out there as far as who's going to pay for what.
And
we went over this about a month and a half ago. If you look at those first round games, one of them one year was Syracuse against Virginia. One of them was Alabama Navy.
Wow.
Who's going to pay for that?
No. And
those are like garbage games.
Didn't we already learn that lesson with the way they've already sold off to, who is it, TBS and whatever for the first round games?
Yes.
Look at the ratings for the Tulane game.
Right. So let me qualify
Oregon,
that, okay?
Madison.
So I'm going to qualify this, and I know you guys are going to hate to hear this, you guys listening out there.
Mm-hmm.
If it does go to 24, the reality is you're going to probably have anywhere from 12 to 15, 16 SEC and Big Ten teams in it. That's what you're going to have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be loaded with those teams because those are the teams
I don't think anyone out there's hating that.
People want to watch. Those
12
are the
sounds
teams
about right. Half of it, I bet it's more than that.
It'll be more than half. That's what I'm saying. You're more than likely going to get the first 8 from each league.
Yeah, what'd you say, 12 to 14? 16, I was leaning 14.
Probably 16 of the 24 on most years are going to be Big Ten and SEC. Well,
and then Notre Dame.
Well, I'll tell you why. In Notre Dame, because they almost have to. They have to be at the point where those first round games are at least at least Tennessee's there. It might be Tennessee.
So now you're talking.
It might be Tennessee against Virginia, but at least it's Tennessee. You'll get eyes on.
We're going to get a lot more replay matchups.
Yes, no doubt about that.
We've already got.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But I do agree with you. From a ratings point of view, you got to do that.
They have. There's no other way to do it.
Yeah.
So in that sense, you're going to see a lot of like fudging with the committee is what you're going to see to get those teams into position where they can get in.
Subjective on top of
yes.
You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like a bunch of participation awards.
Yes.
That's what it sounds like
yes.
to me.
It's your very big television entity, so we need you. That's what it
sounds. I mean, because when you're supposed to be playing for a championship, it should be exclusive to a certain group of teams
I agree.
who earned that right during the regular season, not just giving out haul passes to everybody to just come and play.
It 12 seems like the absolute max.
Yes.
Okay, now good stories have come out of the 12-team playoff one of the first 2 years, because I'm going to give it to Miami and Indiana for taking us all the way to the finish line with a very, very good product. The year before that, we talked about it. It was one of the lower-rated championship games, even though it was marquee, top of the marquee names in Notre Dame and Ohio State. Yet it didn't deliver because the playoffs just didn't, I don't know, get out of the blocks hot the way college football fans envisioned it. And then it also bumps up against the National Football League schedule. And we know how that is the behemoth. And so I think 12, they're going to sail past 12. But it makes sense keeping it 12 teams right now. Kick the group of 5 to the curb if you want to.
Yes.
And go to what you're saying as far as the best of the best.
They'll never kick it.
I know
They're
that.
at least going to get one. There's no doubt about that.
I know that in its current structure.
Yes. No, in the 24 they'll at least get one too.
Yeah, that's true too, because it's going to be bigger. So
They can't.
Why?
Because then they'll get sued. That's why. It'll be like considered a monopoly, and there'll be antitrust issues, and they're not doing that.
Right.
Okay.
It's their version of a field horse in the Kentucky Derby. They got to give
the 99-1 odds.
They're Cinderella.
It's the version of Maryland, Baltimore County is what it is. They're the 16 seed.
Yeah. So they're Cinderella. So if we get to that point, then you're saying money once again is going to rule supreme because you're trying to guarantee as many eyeballs, and they still need to look at the calendar. You know that.
Well, they'll push the season back 1 week, and they'll start the first week of December. They'll just play right through.
Yeah, which is
they want it to end. They want it to end. The ideal is either the end of the first week or early second week of January.
That's when it should end.
They want to just get out. Get in, get out. Done.
Yeah, that's when it should end. All right. Real quick, that before we head to break.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
Fan Cam is the dude, okay? He could double as the Big Lebowski. And he did send in his flyer to us on the text line, so he was listening. 31st Annual Habanero Chili Breakfast. Tomorrow, 8 to noon. At the Practice Palace, as he describes it, to demonstrate the commitment of Jaguar fans as training camp kicks off in the Florida sun. The Fan Cam is again serving his 13 sausage chili and jasmine rice for breakfast.
Legend.
Yep. So be looking for it tomorrow as you are out there for the first day of training camp.
Choose your social channel. Twitter at 1010XL, Facebook at 1010XL, Instagram at 1010XL, TikTok at 1010XL, YouTube at 1010XL. 1010XL is there.
Hacker here for Cornerstone Interior Solutions. If your AC is working overtime every summer, your insulation may be the problem. Homeowners and builders across Northeast Florida are calling Cornerstone to upgrade to spray foam insulation. It seals homes, crawl spaces, garages, blocking in cool air and blocking out heat. So your home stays cooler, your system runs easier, and your energy bills stay under control. Don't wait for peak heat. Visit CornerstoneInteriorSolutions.com.
Frank Frangie here. 0% financing is back at Nimnick Chevrolet, but don't expect it to last. This is one of Chevrolet's most popular offers, and right now qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 60 months on select Chevy Silverado 1500 trucks and Chevy Equinox SUVs. Take it from me, I know it. Nimnick is the best place to get cars and trucks. They treat you right. Visit NimnickChevy.com or head to Nimnick today. Where do you get the best prices and the best financing? That's easy. Nobody but Nimnick.
Hey, it's Matt Lennon with AB Signs. If you own a business, your best salesperson never calls in sick, never takes a day off, and works 24 hours a day, it's your sign. From vehicle graphics and fleet branding to storefront signage, banners, and decals, AB Signs helps your business attract attention and build credibility. If you're ready for your business to look more professional and generate more visibility, call Matt at AB Signs. We'll make your business impossible to ignore.
Step inside Twin Peaks, warm wood, stone accent, and the mountain retreat vibe that hits the second you walk in. Massive TVs line up every wall, turning every seat into front row views of all the action. ET here, and I'm staying here for a while because of the smell of the wings, the burgers, and the 29-degree draft beer chills and frosted mugs like it's straight from the summer. The bar stays lively, and the Twin Peaks girls keep the whole place feeling fun and welcoming. For the ultimate sports lodge experience, it's always Twin Peaks. Eat, drink, scenic views.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hacker here, and I'm going to be up in New England for the next couple of days, taking in a little family getaway before football season. And thanks to Awaken 180, that family getaway will include some water parks, some hide and seek, some water balloon battles, some silly string battles with my 7-year-old and other kids in the family up there in the New England area. 2 years ago, when I was over 300 pounds, I could not have dreamed of doing that, particularly in the hot summer months. But thanks to Awaken 180, the coaching I got, the guidance I got, the weight absolutely fell off. It's the real deal. Results speak for themselves. I lost over 100 pounds thanks to the best weight loss program I've ever been on. Go to awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com, or call 844-346-1800 and do what I did. Get your life back with Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. We know what cool sounds like. XL Primetime. But what does it feel like? Find out at FloridaHomeAC.com. 1010XL.
Cranking along. We are looking forward to this time tomorrow, at least the initial reaction to the first day of training camp with the veterans reporting today. First day on the grass is tomorrow, and we will look to see how everybody basically comes in shape, fired up, ready to go, and then a bunch of you fans will be out there as well.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Camp starts tomorrow.
Yeah, I love when he does this. This is just, Yes!
Ball is back, baby.
And so it is all on now.
That's even better, see?
See, that's it.
And that's your winner.
Yeah. There you go.
That always sets the table for what we're looking forward to.
If that doesn't get the Jags
excited. That doesn't get everybody amped. I don't know what will.
Exactly. They don't have a heartbeat.
That dying platypus on the I-95.
All right, so the other thing coming out of Big Ten Media Days, Ohio State is for sale. And maybe even you can go beyond that. They're not for sale. They're sold. And they are now
nasty cash.
Yeah, donning a patch. Okay, because remember, the scarlet and gray, you got the Buckeyes on the helmet. One of the more
historical.
Yeah, one of the more
jerseys.
Historic and beloved. Is that the best word?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Beloved uniforms.
Top 2.
Yeah.
Top 3. Yeah.
It is a killer uniform.
Well, let's not go that far.
No, I mean,
it's a killer uniform.
Honestly, their home uniform is probably
It's
probably second behind UCLA's, which is the best.
Yeah.
The
I
best.
like Michigan's.
Michigan's really good too.
Yeah, me too.
Really, really good.
But you're talking an iconic brand.
Yes.
Right. And so now they're going to put a patch on it. It has been sold $17 million a
Chase
year
Bank.
to a banking company or investment company, you want to call Chase Bank. But $17 million. You compare that to, we talked about this a few weeks ago, Matt, Monster Energy. Big 12 comes in and says, we're going to sell our entire conference, not just football, but men's basketball and women's basketball. So you can put Monster on all of our stuff.
For $16 million total.
Yeah, for $20 million total.
20.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Each one of them gets $1 million.
So the entire
each team in the
conference,
league.
Like 1.1, something like that. Yeah.
Why would they do that deal?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you let
Because
every
they're
school?
desperate.
I mean, why would you let every school leverage their own deal to get their own?
Well, they are. They're doing that too.
Well, I'm just
so
saying.
how many patches can you have?
Well, we'll see.
Get ready.
Look, at the end of the day, look, this is what I was saying is the Chase patch, which is obviously a mega company, okay?
Yeah.
And by the way, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Michigan comes back with Bank of America. So
Citibank.
Yes. If you've got
credit union,
if you can get $17 million a year annually, people, they know collective bargaining's coming. They know they're going to lose more money from that media revenue, and they need to make it up somehow.
Well, I probably agree with you with the idea that they know there's still more coming around.
Or maybe it's not coming. They know it possibly could be coming, and they don't want to be caught
with their pants down. Yeah.
Yes.
The other part of it is they've already been gutted in their mind.
Sure.
Sure,
absolutely.
With rev share.
Yes.
And NIL dollars not coming into their coffers.
Right. Not going to them, going directly to players.
And
yes.
so they've already been dinged. And so this is my belief is it's a direct answer to what already has happened. And then, like you said, maybe preparing for the worst. We got to get as much money in our back pocket.
How do you not? If you're like a major college program, how do you not prepare for the worst? Because after what's happened the last 5 years, and after what's been going on in Congress for the last year, how do you not prepare for that?
My first thought is $17 million. It's going to get to $20 million for somebody. Although Ohio State is one of the gold standards in the league, that's going to pay for their
if Notre
rev
Dame
share.
ever does it, wait and see what they get.
That's going to pay for their rev share.
If Notre Dame wears a jersey patch, the game's gone.
Wait and see what Texas
is
going to happen
because that is like
Texas
the most iconic jersey.
Yeah.
Like if Texas goes to Wells Fargo and says, "What are you going to give us?"
Yeah, but Texas has always hoard themselves out. You know, like Notre Dame is they are. Hey, we don't put anything on our helmet. We don't do anything on our jersey. We've done the same thing for 100+ years. So if they suddenly do this, that's I don't know. It leaves an odd taste in my mouth. The jersey patches.
It's not like this is new because Florida's been doing it now for what? 8 years, 7, 8 years with Jumpman.
Yeah, totally different.
It's
not totally different.
No, it's not.
Totally
it's not.
different.
And I'm going to tell you why. It's not. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay. I know Nike makes jerseys for some college teams. Jumpman is a completely separate entity. Okay, that's number one.
Provider.
Number two.
Yeah, it's still apparel.
Hang on. Number two. Wait. Number two. It's only, I believe, now it's like 6 programs in all of college sports that are Jumpman teams. 6 or 8. It used to be 4, but I think it's like up to 6 or 8 right now. So that's a patch that they wear the Jumpman patch on all their unis, right?
As opposed to the Nike.
As opposed to the Nike's there too. As opposed to the Chase patch. They get paid by Jumpman for that.
To me, as a fan, it seems a little bit different
apparel.
when I see the Adidas or the Nike or the Jumpman, and then you see Chase Bank.
Right. Chase is obviously different. Like if you're going to see like Waste Management, which I believe that Heat have, right? Is Waste Management for the Heat or is it for it's the Warriors?
Yeah, the NBA's been doing it for a couple seasons
yeah.
now.
So I like if you start getting into that stuff, then you're.
And if you watch European soccer, it's literally in the middle of the
everywhere.
jersey.
Yeah,
like
everywhere.
it's the biggest thing on the jersey is these companies,
Ain't going away.
Eurobet
So
or whatever.
So we're going to probably see 5 to 10 patches on players'
hope
jerseys.
not.
I hope not, bro.
Yeah,
I think you're going to see
away,
one.
Though. Yeah, it is for sale.
You're going to see one. You might see one on a helmet too. I wouldn't be surprised by that.
Lord.
On the back. Not
Imagine
like
Notre
by the
Dame.
logo.
Yeah.
Notre Dame has a
Imagine Miami Prime 112 on the
Bro, I mean Notre Dame. Honestly, if Notre Dame did that, I can't even imagine what they would get. I cannot even imagine.
Touchdown, Jesus, a little tear would be shed. That's for sure. Hey, wait, Lucas Glover probably is going to have socks endorsed before long, okay? From him taking his shoes off. JJ brought that up. We'll bring it up a little bit later on. Let's say hello to one of our coaches, Mark Duffner. He's going to pop in with us in the 1 o'clock hour. We're going to zero in on training camp, some of the battles. He's just like us. We want to put eyes on it and see what it looks like starting tomorrow. But we'll definitely dig into some Jaguar topics with Duff, and then also our college slate of most memorable or impactful games in terms of shaping the sport. Duff coached at Maryland, Holy Cross. He knows a little bit about that as well. So we'll bring it up on XLP.
the home of the home team you grew up with.
McCardell is the Thunder and the Thunder and Lightning combination, along with Jimmy Smith. Quite a duo.
1010XL.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Fine Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Truck accidents can happen and can be devastating. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets is proud to serve the 904. If you've been seriously injured in a truck accident, protect yourself and your family by understanding your rights and legal options. Our attorneys are experienced in handling complex truck cases and can guide you through this. No fees unless you recover damages. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
Fish know where to hide. Captain Kevin knows how to find them.
That's a big one.
Listen for the Wing Power Fishing Forecast Show, brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. Actually, make it 8.
Hey, Mom. Yep, I'm walking home now. Mom, I'm trying to cross, but I don't think this driver sees me. No, they're driving too fast. Mom!
Speeding catches up with you. Early, on time, a little late, just get there safely. A message from the Florida Department of Transportation's Target Zero initiative.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
A lot of plumbing companies around here, not local anymore. They got bought out. Different owners, different priorities, and you feel it when you call. But not at Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining is still locally owned, still right here in Northeast Florida. No call centers, no corporate nonsense, just hardworking pros who show up, fix it right, and stand behind the job. From leaks to full pipe relining, make the superior choice when you need a plumber. Request an estimate at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Tom McMahon is here for Armstrong Fence Company, a locally owned First Coast business for nearly 20 years. Hurricane season is here. Don't wait for the first storm warning. Your fence is your first line of defense. Loose boards, weak posts, or damage can turn into big problems when high winds come around. Armstrong Fence Company handles repairs and builds from stadiums to backyards. Get a pre-storm fence check today. Call Armstrong Fence Company or search online. Armstrong Fence Company. Yeah, we did the fence.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $4,000 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Ticking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in-ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in-ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Gate Petroleum Company. Jacksonville Jaguars defensive end Josh Hines Allen came in at number 48 on the NFL's 2026 Top 100 Player Rankings. These rankings are voted on by the players themselves. Allen totaled 95 pressures last season, which was the second most among his position group, trailing only Aiden Hutchinson. Allen currently has 61 total sacks through 7 NFL seasons. Right now, 93 degrees at 1 o'clock. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Well, it's good to put eyes on Coach Mark Duffner. We haven't seen him for a couple of weeks, which is a sign of a couple things. He's had a little R&R, which is when you're supposed to have it in the summer stretch. And then when he's back, that means football's back. Coach.
Yeah, football is back, man.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't be any better, man. Training camp tomorrow. You kidding me? What?
Now,
awesome, Joe.
We heard Coach Campo get fired up. We heard Leon get fired up. You same thing happens, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Are you kidding me? This is what you work all year long for. I mean, again, I open the door oftentimes and yell outside, "Football's back!" So you can't wait. Yeah, it's the best.
That's awesome.
Man, let's do it. Let's do it.
Coach, it's like a trigger.
It really is. No,
I don't know what it is.
It happens.
It's just something that you've been so used to and your body's been so acclimated to that when it comes around, you just get rejuvenated.
No, it takes your body over. I mean, I got more energy and juice right now than I've had in years. You know, I mean, in months anyway, because of the start of the season. So absolutely, you work all year for this. It's like your kid's coming back home. I mean, you're ready to roll. You've done all the work. Now let's get on that field. Let's smell that grass. And let's go.
So Duff was linebackers coach with your Jacksonville Jaguars for a number of years, coached 50 years in total, the college game, the pro game, and a number of different stops. So he's going to hang out with us. We'll crank up both sides of the ball with him, and then it'll be Coach Duff, Coach Gerald Ingram, as we'll react almost daily to what we see at training camp. So you guys are more than welcome to the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010. Jump in with us, Joe C., Matty Hayes, Big Sur, and JJ. And Duff, you now have a full folder of information.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I do. It's part of the, I guess, the job as a coach. You're trying to be as organized as you possibly can, and notes and teaching aids are all available. So, yeah, I'm ready to roll.
All right. So 90 players is what we have coming into camp. We're looking forward to camp battles. What is one of the battles you're already zeroing in on?
Well, I think that a couple of them. I mean, right now, you got to know who's going to be the next edge guy. I think, as Matt always talks about, affect the quarterback. We've got to get help there from that front. I would say the edge, the D-line, too. I mean, our pressure last year, when we did pressure, was pretty darn good from linebackers, secondary, and the ends. But our interior line was like ranked 27th in the league. And so we've got to get, is Regis going to be the guy? Is Ororo going to be the guy? I'm not sure I pronounced that right.
I think you got it.
No, but we got to get, those positions to step up as far as that's concerned. And then there's a whole bunch of them, really. I mean, I'm excited to see, what the running back situation is going to be. I want to see Rodriguez when he comes out. I've been highly impressed with Tootin and LeQuint, as far as Allen, as far as those guys are concerned, but I want to see what Rodriguez is. So there's a lot to look at, a lot of exciting things. What's the O-line going to shape up to be with Cole Van Lanen out for a while? And so a lot of things to watch and to look at.
Now, Coach, effectively, we don't put on any pads for the next couple of days. So what are you looking for the players in practice these next couple of days before you put the pads on?
Well, you just said a key point. I mean, that's when you really start, things start to develop and you see who really is the guy. But I'm looking for the team in general to pick up where they did in the spring. I thought their tempo, their energy, their focus, their execution was very, very good. There wasn't do-overs. There wasn't ball on the ground. There wasn't people sitting around. So I'm looking for that attitude and that energy that they established in the spring to continue. I was so impressed with our quarterback and the consistency. Really, when you look at the 9-1 record that they had after I think the bye and his play. Geez, oh Pete, it was tremendous, and he really played very well during the spring. And so looking to see him continue the confidence and the consistency that he demonstrated through the spring will be a good things to see.
All right, so I'm going to try and lay this out, and you give me your thoughts on what I'm saying here. So Cole Van Lannon, none of us know how significant the injury is or where he's at. Clearly, it was a significant injury. All right, we just don't know how deep. All right, now number two, this is what I was saying earlier this week. He got hot basically last year, played well, not unlike Walker Little, who got hot in 2022. Okay. And they signed him, and he's their left tackle, and it's like he's Trent Williams now. All right. So here's my question with this: what if he's not that same guy? Number one, coming back from that injury, or number two, what do they do to make sure if he can't come back in time, or if he has a relapse of whatever, what do they do at left tackle? Because is it really just, all right, we're going to go to Walker Little and see what happens, or do you take Wyatt Milam and say, look, you got to work out there?
Well, I like that thought too. I was impressed with Milam, and the versatility he demonstrates. But I mean, a lot of things. First and foremost, I'm praying to God that Cole Van Lannon demonstrates what he did when he played last year, because again, there was a stretch there where he played very well,
right? And
we got very pleased with his play, very confident in his play. Walker Little and showed to me too much inconsistency. Now, when you look at, we're talking last year about Devin Lloyd in kind of funny ways, and look at the season he had. I'm kind of hoping that magic dust or whatever that is reaches over to possibly Walker Little, and he has his best season ever. I mean, that happens. Quarterback, every year you're seeing players that all of a sudden they kind of hit it. They hit the button, they hit their stride, they hit their whatever the case may be. And so we're going to need that at that spot. I'm hoping that Cole Van Lannon comes back better than ever. I'm hoping that, we read that our cornerbacks running faster than he ever has, coming back off the knee surgery. Right. So I'm hoping Cole can come back better than ever. I'm hoping that Walker Little demonstrates consistent play, knowing that he's got kind of an opportunity right now to maybe reestablish himself as the guy. All those things are in my prayers and candles in church.
Hope, of course, is not a plan.
No. Hope's never made any plays.
No, never.
Just like I thought.
That's kind of my point.
Yeah, just like I thought never made a play. I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah, Coach, listen, I'm a proponent for listen, I got the pom-poms for Walker Little, this training camp. And I don't want them, but we need them. Because the uncertainty at left tackle right now, and he's our only option. I can only hope that he plays. See, my whole thing with Walker Little, he is very consistent, but a lot of the inconsistency has to do with, in my opinion, toughness. He doesn't stand his ground enough for me. He retreats too much. He's uncertain. And although I was always taught that you live and die by your technique and fundamentals. I've beaten guys on just technique and fundamentals that's been bigger, stronger, and faster than me. Mm-hmm. And he tends to bail on them. I don't know what it is, but you get your confidence with your technique in practice, consistently setting the way you're supposed to set. And I don't see that in him.
Leon, nobody can say it any better than you just did to the audience here. I mean, in terms of the components of great play at tackle, and certainly you demonstrated that, and I'm not trying to fatten your head, but I coached against you and had players go against you, and we respected you highly. And what you just said is 100% correct. And last season, as I watched him, I just, again, I didn't see what I had hoped to see. He certainly has he gets off the bus looking like the guy and has all the physical credentials, if you will. But again, there was just lack in the play that you just talked a little bit about. So yeah, that's why I said I got candles in church, and Rosary's working hard that this was going to materialize for a big season for him, whether he's a backup or as the guy.
And I think if you're trying to at least find one positive in this, we're hanging out with Coach Mark Duffner with us. You guys can hit the text line on what do you think about Walker Little starting at left tackle. But the one positive, Coach, is that they've known this the entire offseason. Mm-hmm. Okay? If nothing else, it's been on their radar. This didn't happen in a snap. This didn't happen first day of practice, and now you're the next man up. They've at least prepped for this reality.
Yeah, no, you're 100% correct. It didn't happen last night. So, I mean, I think that obviously there is a level of confidence in the camp there in terms of the coaches and so forth, and terms of what Walker can do or what, as you mentioned, Milam or somebody else can do.
Yeah.
And so I felt very, very good about this offensive line, especially in the latter part of the season last year. But Cole Van Lanen was a part of that.
Well, you know what, Coach? Before we even get to the games of the season, the preseason,
right.
A lot of his toughness, and it's got to start in practice against Allen. Okay, we got to see more consistent play from him in practice against Allen. You got an All-Pro against you. All right, let's see you block him. Let's see you get tough with him. Let's see you get physical with him. Because I know when I was with the Steelers, I had to go up against Kevin Green every day. Okay, so I was either I was going to buckle up and play him, or I was going to retreat. And I damn sure wasn't retreating. So that right there in practice, it grooms you for the season, because more than likely, now I'm not saying this about Josh Allen, but I'm saying that with Kevin Green, I was not going to see anybody in games that was better than him.
Oh yeah. No.
So I knew that he was grooming me for the season when he played hard against me. And I could do one or two things. I could retreat, or I could stand there and fight.
Well, yeah, and the great players want the best guy to go against you. That's how you get better playing.
That's how Baselli and Brackens were against each other every day in practice.
Yeah, no,
they only got better.
Yeah, no, it's. I promise you, that's how you get good. You go against, and you pray to God you have that on your squad to prepare you for the season. That you've got guys that are dominant players that you have to compete against, that are going to bring out your A game. If you go through camp and it's been against a lesser group, then heck, you're not ready for this season, and we can't wait for 2 or 3 games to get our game to where it needs to be.
All right, so here's what really has me worried, honestly, and I'm fired up about camp start.
Oh yeah,
I've been screaming about it all show. The 2 biggest question marks on this team are the lines of scrimmage. That's not a good place to be. If you have questions about your offensive line, you have questions about your interior defensive line, you have questions about your 2 edge guys, are they going to play to their ceiling? And then who's behind them? To me, it's difficult to go into a season when it's a line of scrimmage football game. It's difficult to go into a season when your 2 biggest concerns are the lines of scrimmage.
Well, that's where the game's won, as you've just kind of illustrated in your question there and in your concern. And so I think you're 100% correct. Although I feel better a little bit about the defense right now than I did a year ago at this time. Armstead wasn't practicing. Mason was whatever. I mean, there was a whole bunch of questions. It's a little more in place right now, but I'm with you. We need the 2 edge guys to play like they're capable, and they certainly are capable. And I feel that they're going to come through that way. We need that. Who's going to back them up? Who's going to sub when we put Trayvon inside? That's critical. And then we've got to get a rise from 27th in the league in terms of the pressure output from the interior. And so, hopefully, like I said, the additions, Regis has an opportunity with the speed. He's to be announced, Ororo to be announced. But I mean, we need those guys. And so you're right. I mean, I can't argue that. I like a lot of the rest of the offensive line, but left tackle, pretty critical.
All right, let's get into Travis Hunter. We got a big that right now, though, that we got to hit.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
Well, I was wrong. I was. It's not Wednesday.
I was ruined.
But we literally just talked about this last segment. Notre Dame has just signed an $18 to $20 million patch deal with SoFi. It's happened, folks. Even
so I'm telling you,
the most traditional school in the history of college football is throwing advertisements on their jerseys.
And these patches are paying for the rev share. That's 100% what is going down right now. Another big that coming up in just 1 second as we hang out with Coach Mark Duffner. He is talking Jaguar football with all of y'all. You can hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures with some of your Jaguar thoughts, 641-1010.
When sports news breaks and you need to know, there's just one place you need to go. 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Looking for a real career with great pay and full benefits? Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. As a growing, family-owned company that cares about its employees, they're hiring lawn technicians in the Jacksonville area. No experience required. This is a salaried position with top industry pay. Full benefits, a 401k match, and paid training. Apply today at JulingtonCreekPestControl.com. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hurricane season is here, and now is the time to make sure your property is ready. Weak, damaged, or overgrown trees can become a serious hazard when storms move in. Trust the experts at Lucas Tree Service with over 45 years of experience for professional tree trimming, removal, and storm preparation. Don't wait until a storm is on its way. Schedule your tree assessment today at lucastreeservice.com.
If you missed it, get it on demand.
And you send those out on the line.
Find your 1010XL favorites where you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com. Channel 5, Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Lauren Brooks here. If you're like most of us at 1010XL, you have a list of things you want to get done before football season begins. Make an appointment today to check out Closets by Design's new showroom on Phillips Highway, especially the awesome man cave with a full bar. Closets by Design can customize the perfect entertainment space for you to gather for game days. Call 904-878-9393 to schedule your free in-home design consultation and get 40% off plus an additional 15% off and free installation, or visit closetsbydesign.com.
How wide is home plate in baseball?
Southern Oak Insurance is proud to continue offering coverage statewide. Financial stability makes Southern Oak Insurance a wise choice for your homeowner's insurance needs. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The home plate in baseball is a generous 17 inches wide, although most major league pitchers would think otherwise.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call now for your free evaluation and see if multi-unit hair grafting or PRP can restore your hair. Call 904-777-IHRS.
My bald spots are gone. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS is the only clinic in the Southeast to offer all proven solutions to restore your hair and is now offering multi-unit hair grafting. One procedure, more hair.
You've got nothing to lose but more hair. I feel younger, I look younger, and who doesn't want to feel better about themselves?
This year, grow your hair back. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-4477.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
So this is maybe why Vita Vea says, I want a new deal. Jalen Carter, former Dog, now with the Philadelphia Eagles, a 2-time Pro Bowler, has agreed to a 4-year, $152 million extension with $106 million guaranteed.
Wow.
Cash. That is some cheddar, gentlemen.
Yeah, and I suspect that Vita had gotten word about that before we had. But I'm going to tell you up front now, had the privilege to coach in Tampa and had Vita as a rookie. Geez, I mean, what a terrific talent he is and a terrific person. And I'm hoping that Tampa Bay comes to the table for him because he's going to be he's a factor for sure, and somebody that I think they will miss greatly if he's not in that lineup.
Well, Jaden Carter, I mean, he's a Popka Blue Darter, by the way, all right? And Brandon Merriweather, I actually coached him at Pop Warner, but I remember Brandon Merriweather telling me when this kid was in 10th grade, he said, Big Sirs, we got a kid that's in 10th grade at a Popka that I know is going pro. I said, who are you talking about? You got a defensive tackle named Jalen Carter. He said, bro, it's a man amongst boys, and he is not lying. He's not lying. He talked about when he was in 10th grade, bro.
Yeah, he was a prophet, I'd say, at that time, for sure.
And Duff, for a guy interiorly to get that amount of money guaranteed, we've only heard of so many $100 million guarantees, which they're now obviously starting to pile up a little bit more here of late. But Jalen Carter, 2-time Pro Bowler, how long has he been in the league?
3 years.
Yeah. Well,
he's been 3 years, right?
He clearly has dominated. I mean, this guy's a game wrecker and then some. So, I mean, if you're the defensive coordinator for the Eagles, you're smiling big time right now. That's for sure.
Yeah. So real quick, staying on Vita, because we had this conversation earlier.
Sure.
And for folks who don't know, Mark Duvner coached here and coached in a bunch of other NFL stops, including the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So you, as you just mentioned, coached on the defensive side of the ball with Vita Vea. So we were just having fun earlier. Like, what would it take to get him, and how much better could he make this unit? This is explain that.
It would take. I hope it wouldn't take a lot, but it's based on what the current market is. Who knows? I mean, I'm not in the money business end of it, but what he could do, oh man! I mean, he can do whatever you want. I mean, again, I was privileged to be around him. This guy was a high school running back that when we used to have a little fun with him, we'd show some of his film to the team, and this guy could not be stopped. I mean, he can run. This is an athlete now. This is a big man, much like Carter, who is athletic, who's got quick, who's got change of direction, who's got short area burst. He's got the skills that you need and then some. And then from just a personality standpoint, he brings intensity, he brings physicality, he can pass rush. I mean, he would answer a lot of issues and actually be on the plus side of so many things. Again, he'd be a dream for Coach Campanile and everybody else. I mean,
go ahead.
I was going to say, what kind of message would that send to the AFC? We bring somebody like that. You're bringing a guy that you got to game plan against. You're letting the AFC know that we're in this thing. That you absolutely leapfrog a lot of teams. You bring that kind of impact into your locker room.
Leon, it's loud. It's a loud statement saying we are in it to win it. And this cat, trust me, I know him well, and what he would bring would be example, would be high standards, would be effort, would be production. And this game is a game of production, and he's got it.
Well, does that also kind of piggybacking on Leon's point? Doesn't that up the ante for every other player in that team? Like, whoa.
Oh yeah, no question.
Right, these guys, this dude's coming in.
No.
Now we gotta.
No question.
Time to get after.
No, that horn is loud saying that right now. We're rolling now. Come on. So no, it makes a huge statement, and it's action. It's not talking about it. We've made the decision. We've made the investment. Let's go.
Yeah. So when you think of the opportunity, we'll see if the phones are picked up, and you would think Jimmy Gladstone's in the short amount of time he's been here, Coach, he is at least asking, hey, Tampa, what number are you looking at? What are you thinking you need?
I hope James asked me to help him because I had, like I said, I know Vita. I can't put the money out there, but I can put the personality out there. But I love him. I mean, and again, I love him because I know what this kid's all about, and he is a playing Jesse now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because his intensity in the locker room is going to spread like wildfire.
For sure.
You're talking about someone who is big, fast, and physical, as disruptive. Because I always talk about this. When it comes to like an offensive coordinator, someone you got a game plan against. That's when you know that you're doing something in the league when offensive coordinators got to say, hey, listen, this guy needs to be blocked.
No question. No, he's a forehand guy. In other words, you better double team this cat or you're dead. Because again, he is that dominant. He's got knockback, push, and as I said, not just against the run, he can make plays, do what you want him to do in terms of the pass rush game as far as that's concerned. And here's the other thing. The kid loves to play. Jeez, oh Pete, is he a fun guy to be around. So I can't say enough about him, and I hope that I hope he gets what he deserves, and it would be great to see him in teal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, some of the other guys. Travis Hunter, we were talking about him yesterday. There's a little video out there on social where you can see him cutting and running, leaping, making catches, the type of stuff that you want to see. Now, this was just against air. Trevor and the boys went out there to wear Episcopal, and they were tossing it around, and it looked good. It really did.
Well, I mean,
can't wait to see him.
Oh, my gosh. And, I mean, again, his times right now, legitimate times in terms of sprinting and speed and change of direction are better than before the operation. I mean, that's what everybody is saying right now. And when you look at what he had before that and what he allegedly has afterwards, it's got to be exciting as the devil.
Yeah, I have not given up on him at receiver.
Oh, my gosh.
No way. And I know you guys say, well, you got to have a number one corner. That's fine. I am getting him the ball on offense.
Yeah, no, I don't think too many of us are in the camp of giving up on that. Just I need him to be more exclusive on defense, I believe.
Coach, your thoughts? See, I'm with him. I'm with Duff. No, I don't know that you can ignore that.
All I know is that his ability, yak yards after he catches the ball and making people miss. Yeah. Woo! I mean,
he's got Jamar Chase.
Okay, so here's the other thing.
He's still raw too.
He's got all of that.
Yeah.
And so it's. I do think you've got to carve out a role there. I mean, you got a bomb waiting to go off, and this guy's a bomb. So I mean,
I couldn't help but think of him and this argument that we have because it's not going to end, and I love it because we want to see what the full true potential of him is. Be healthy, play both sides of the ball, and let's see what he can do. But I'm watching Josh Allen to Khalil Shakir over. And
I know you are. I get it. I totally get it.
Over and over and over yesterday afternoon. And you, at some point, have to have a dude that's going to stop the dude.
No question about that. And so I think that's, again, for me, he would major at corner. He would minor, as we like to say, at wide receiver. And but I'd clearly have some, staples that this guy can do for us on offense, coupled with the other people we got. But he takes both sides of the ball to a higher level, to a different level. And like I said, if there was a way the good Lord to let us clone him, we'd do that. But we're trying to do it with a major and minor.
Well, I mean, listen, I'm all about scoring the points as well. And here's the thing that I do remember about the early part of the season is that Trevor was trying to force feed him and not be a facilitator. Now, when we left, Trevor was more of a facilitator. Yeah. He was getting the ball to everybody. Yeah. It just seemed like early on he was trying too hard to get it to Travis Hunter. And I don't want that. I want there to be, I want him to be the Steph Curry that he was last year. He was giving everybody the ball instead of trying to just hone in on one guy.
I think, Leon, he will continue to be that. I think that's the groove he's in now. I think that there was a lot of force feeding a little bit early on by a lot of people with a new system, a new staff, a new bunch of players as far as that's concerned. I think it morphed in like it should have evolved into what we saw at the end of the season, last half of the season, and what we saw also in the spring. So I see that continuing. Now we just add another, sizable production player in that mix, if you will.
Let me just say this, and I promise this is going to be the end of it, Joe. You were talking about how you keep seeing Josh Allen and Shakir. I get that, okay? Here's what I see from that game. Jacoby Myers, 1 catch, 12 yards. Brian Thomas, 2 catches, 21 yards.
And a score.
Can't have that.
Yeah.
Cannot have that.
The ball.
Like if he's on the field in that game, different things are going to happen on offense. They're not scoring 24. They might score 34.
And Matt, I will tell you this. I guarantee you that offensive staff has gone through that tape a bunch of times and have certainly come up with plans to do what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
24, they answered each time in the second half with a score. And
I agree with you.
And then they let the other team get 27 on the board.
They had 2 leads in the fourth quarter and they blew them. I get it. Totally get it.
And this defensive Duffner over here trying to move Travis over to that side of the ball. I don't know what's going on.
No. Because he sees the dynamic and electricity. That's why.
Well, here's what I see. I'm going to tell you this. Now, keep in mind that this team last year, which I think is better, but last year, 8th in scoring on defensive scoring 8th, 6th in scoring on offense. That's a good football team.
Yeah.
When you're in the top 8 in the league in scoring O and scoring D, which, by the way, is how you win games, pretty doggone good. Then you couple the fact that defense is 1 against the run and 1 or 2 in turnovers, bring it on, baby. And I think, too, add our special teams and how that group has performed, geez, I feel pretty darn good. And now we're just starting out right now. We're just warming up. But I think the expectations and the standards are there. Now let's go get them.
I like that major and minor idea, and we'll see where it goes. But I can't wait to see what they do after the entire OTAs and minicamp. They kept lining up Travis in a teal jersey on offense.
Joe, let me just say this to you: wherever, and again,
I'm okay with that.
And I'm not putting Travis in the Hall of Fame like Matt said earlier either. But that cat lines up on either side of the ball. I guarantee you, the gentleman in the press box know where he is.
That's kind of what Leon's looking for, right?
And years ago, a great basketball player by the name of Bill Russell, in Russell's Rules, I don't know if you ever read his book, but Bill Russell for the Celtics, you had to know where that cat was. Well, and he was, and I don't mean to go get old school, but he was that dominant a guy. Sometimes you saw him everywhere. You were mesmerized by him. Travis Hunter is going to have that, I think, kind of impact on our team where if he's on offense or he's on defense, you're going to know where he's at.
Yeah, you're firing fans up. They love it. That's for sure. All right, you guys keep it going on the Jaguar front. Training camp starts tomorrow, 641-1010. You guys can hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosure. We brought up Vita Vea, and one of our texters did say, do you think Tampa would add a Liam Tax? That's a good point. They might. They probably don't want to send him up here Liam's way. So, that could be a problem.
Not just a friend.
Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser.
A partner.
Together they are The Drill.
There's no going back. You've changed things.
Weekday mornings on 1010XL.
Forever.
This is Patrick Malarkey. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist did a PRP treatment on my knee, which was absolutely painless, and now I feel fantastic.
David Garrard here, and PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is still working well for me. When I needed professional orthopedic care, I chose Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. My knees thank me every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Some sports fans call this the slow period into a football season, but on Hard Rock Bet, we call it baseball season. This is Joe C, and there's action almost every day on Hard Rock Bet, and you get the chance to score. Bet on your favorite teams and players, build epic same-game parlays, and even live bet every inning or first pitch to the final out. So grab your bat, step into the box, and swing for the fences with Hard Rock Bet today. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
When you call Endless Summer Roofing, you're not getting a 1-800 number in another state. You're getting your neighbors. We are family-owned, locally operated, with our own employees, not subcontractors, and over 50 years in combined roofing experience. This means the same crew that installs your roof is the team that stands behind it. We're not strangers. We don't take shortcuts. We're local people who take pride in protecting our neighbors' homes. Endless Summer Roofing. Local roots, rock-solid roofs.
Hey, Tony here from Tony D's New York Pizza. No time for lunch? I get it. Walk in, check out our lunch specials, and you're back out in minutes. Fast, hot, fresh, and ready to go. Tony D's New York Pizza. Quick, easy, and always fresh. Bay Meadows and $2.95.
Hicken here. See clearly with the Eye Associates and trusted optometrists Zachary Boskool and Alice LaFlamme. From comprehensive eye exams, dry eye care, glaucoma management, diabetic eye care, and more, Dr. Boskool and Dr. LaFlamme are dedicated to protecting your vision. Immediate availability at all 5 Jacksonville locations. Schedule today with Dr. Boskool and Dr. LaFlamme by calling the Eye Associates, formerly Bow 9 Associates, Schneider Eye and Wellness Center, and Janet Betchkel, MD at 296-0098.
Today's vehicles are smarter than ever, but that also means they need more precision than ever. Features like lane assist, collision warning, and adaptive cruise control all rely on cameras, sensors, part of what's called ADAS. And if those systems are even slightly off, they might not work correctly. That's why, after certain repairs, your vehicle will need ADAS calibration. At G&H Tires and Service, they have the ADAS system, so your vehicle's safety features work the way they're supposed to. Don't guess with your safety. G&H Tires and Service. Precision that protects.
Hunting season in Northeast Florida is just around the corner, and Green Acres Sporting Goods has been serving Jacksonville hunters for over 55 years. And right now, you can lock in a summer deal on an AR-style 12-gauge shotgun for just $299. And while you're there, check out the largest archery pro shop in Northeast Florida and test shoot the newest bows by Hoyt and Matthews. Shop today at Green Acres Sporting Goods.
Make Capital Glass
Glass and Shower Doors, your premier choice for top-quality glass solutions. With over 40 years of expertise, their team specializes in commercial and residential projects. From elegant shower doors to modern frameless enclosures, they've got you covered. But that's not all. They also offer glass railing systems, glass wine cabinets, and much more. For unmatched quality and service, choose Capital Glass and Shower Doors. Your vision, their expertise. Visit online at capcoglass.com.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys Locksmith Service.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farrah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is the veterans are back. It's officially football season. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've waited a very long time, and I'm glad it's here. You know, it's like a trigger. My body just feels different. I want to do extra curls and lat pull downs and shrugs.
We're
and
all
everything.
man's
I
men
don't
here,
know what
right?
it is. I just get really pumped up about it because I understood as a player that you had to get training camp out the way, but it was a necessary evil because you had to get your body acclimated to the rigors of the season. First quarter, second, third, fourth quarter, that 2-minute drive, your body had to be equipped for all that kind of stuff, and that's what training camp is for. So, to the players that are out there now, enjoy. Because I'm glad I'm not doing it no more. All right? I'm going to put that out there. I'm glad. So I'm going to be watching tomorrow. And I'm going to be watching particularly Walker Little. I am. Because we're going to need him somewhere. I just want to see him compete, man. Just compete. You got an all-pro across from you. I want to see you block him. I want to see you trash talk. I want to see you get in a fight with him or something. Give me some kind of edge. I need it.
You got an all-pro. What, did they sign Vita Vea? They signed Vita Vea?
I would say he's got an all-pro across from him that he goes against every day in practice.
That's what I'm saying. Did they sign Vita Vea?
I'm talking Josh Heisler. He is all-pro.
Pro bowler.
Pro bowler.
Yeah.
Number 48 player in the entire NFL, right?
Yeah, that's the rumor.
All right, my golden moment is woo!
Okay. All right.
It's here, baby. It's here. You know what? I'm excited. So we saw this little workout video of Pregnon. Dude looks in shape. That's
you mean the
one.
next Leon?
Stop it.
I didn't say that.
That's what they're saying on Twitter.
That's what the boys on Twitter were saying. He looks good. He looks like a big man with some big arms, great lower, ass, thighs. It's like he's ready to go, man. I want to see him and Wyatt Milam actually get out there and freaking compete.
Yeah.
I want to see them compete for starting jobs, both of them.
But you still have to have the savage
because
in
yes,
the DNA.
Yes,
Gotta
because and I listen. I want to be very clear about this. I want to see them compete for jobs and maybe even win them because I want to feel secure with the idea that these guys know what they're doing drafting people. Okay, because right now we're a little iffy on that. Right now, are we not?
No, I'm right now.
I think Tootin has a chance to be a good player.
Yeah, the very first draft.
Yes.
They were bold, picking out the one player they thought was the best player in the draft.
And I'm fine with that,
We're going to find out whether it works. But they also found 2 contributors that were undrafted that made the team in BJ and Strigo. They got a special teams warrior in LaQuint Allen. They got Bashal Tootin, who found the end zone multiple times in the 4th round. They were good in their first go at it.
I don't know about good. They got a couple nice finds. They got a couple nice finds.
Yeah.
Because Ransall didn't play. That's another one.
Injury.
I know. No, I know.
Not a bad draft.
I know.
pick.
And Milam also injury. I get all that.
Yeah.
Those dudes now, they're healthy. Get out there and see what you got. Yeah. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, and, I think that the positive, too, is that we're pretty darn healthy right now, other than Cole Van Lanen. Praise the Lord, praise the training staff, the medical staff, the strength staff. This is a healthy team coming into camp. And the thing I would also say is that I saw a very conditioned team, highly conditioned team, I thought, in the spring. Everybody contributed to that, strength staff, as I said, training staff, the players themselves. I believe that they will demonstrate that when they hit the field tomorrow, that this team is in shape and they're anxious and ready to go.
The one thing you said earlier, you've been in the game. You came up short in the game, but you got a taste of the postseason. You know what it feels like. You know how much hard work you put in to get there. And now I would assume they feel like they're that much ahead of the game compared to this time a year ago.
I don't think,
and I think it's going to serve them well.
No question. That's a priceless experience right now for everybody, the coaching staff, the organization, the players, most importantly, the players, that they've gotten to that point. They achieved it. They were hard in their effort to do that, and they want more. Yeah. And I think that's why it's been said there's more meat on the bone, if you will. I think they're on a mission right now. I think hopefully they got a chip on their shoulder to get back.
Now this didn't happen to this Jaguar team last year. It happened to us in '96 when we went up against Buffalo and Denver. We kind of found out that the teams that we went up against weren't that much better than us.
Mm-hmm.
So when we realized that after '96 and we came into '97, we just had a different approach when it came to team. Now, we weren't going to overlook you, but we damn sure weren't going to run from you.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
So once we get that taste of the playoffs, now you want it even more.
Yeah.
You just heard it from an outstanding player, and that's what it's all about. I guarantee you they walked off that field against Buffalo last year knowing they were the better team. And for whatever reasons, that they've certainly gone over the reasons why we came up short in with a minute and a half left in that ball game. So, again, that experience is priceless. Now, you have two ways to handle it. You go forward like a charging bull, or you sit back, things that Leon was talking earlier in terms of how you compete against another player. Our team, I think, right now will come out as a charging bull.
All right, so I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
Sure.
And I'm going to bring up something that's not going to make you happy. You guys were a play away from winning the Super Bowl. A missed block from winning the Super Bowl, okay? In 22.
Oh, yeah.
Bengals over the Rams.
Oh, yeah.
23. Bengals start out 5-5. Burrow gets hurt. Done. What was the difference? I would think that in 23, that team would come back and
say... When you were coaching up in Cincinnati.
Yeah. That team would come back and say, we were one missed block away from winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no.
So what's the...
Well, no, we actually, the season after the Super Bowl, we got back to the championship game and lost on a penalty against Kansas City.
That was 20... What was that?
That was right... After the Super Bowl, we played Kansas City.
I'm looking at the wrong year.
The following year after that. So we got back to the championship game in the AFC and lost on a late hit, allegedly on Mahomes, and they kick a field goal.
Right.
Right.
Allegedly, right.
But no.
But the point is, why do teams respond differently?
Everybody takes it a different way. I think that there's got to be. I think the leadership at the top sets the tone, and that's not just the coaches. That's the veteran players that have got that and realize how hard it is to get to that point, and how priceless, how great that experience is, and man, we can do this. And so there's got to be a leadership, a path, an example demonstrated all the time in terms of this is where we got the goods to do it, and this is how we've done it, and let's go. I mean, that's got to be there. I mean, there's got to be a burning desire to get there. And then you got to also have just a tad of luck, injuries, staying healthy, all that kind of stuff. But no, I mean, you're 100% correct. We were perhaps a protection error away from winning because we single blocked a guy that may come back and play to a team that's already pretty loaded.
So say you were an Aaron Donald away. Is what you were. That guy was unbelievable, and like you said, he may be unbelievable again. It is XL Primetime. One more seg before we hand it off to Helmets and Heels.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios, polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
When you're experiencing sudden, unexpected dental pain, the last thing you want to hear is that your dentist can't see you until next week. That's why I'm so glad I found Harbor Dental Care. Whenever I call, they always find a way to see me within 24 hours, and they can usually fix whatever's wrong the same day. Plus, they have locations throughout Jacksonville, so no matter what side of town I'm on, I can always count on the same great care. If you want to find a dentist who believes in treating people right, learn more at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Turn up the shine with the Gate Express Car Wash Sizzlin' Summer Sale. Buy one graphene wash and get a second one for just $10. That's a $20 savings. Visit your nearest Gate Express Car Wash today.
There's no better time than now to buy your football season parking pass from Tailgaters. Complete with on-site restaurant, indoor restrooms, and all-day security. Tailgaters parking selling out. Log on to tailgatersparking.com today.
Looking for a real career with great pay and full benefits? Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. As a growing, family-owned company that cares about its employees, they're hiring lawn technicians in the Jacksonville area. No experience required. This is a salaried position with top industry pay. Full benefits, a 401k match, and paid training. Apply today at JulingtonCreekPestControl.com. Julington Creek Pest Control. Our family serving yours since 1984.
Equal opportunity employer. Hurricane season is here, and now is the time to make sure your property is ready. Weak, damaged, or overgrown trees can become a serious hazard when storms move in. Trust the experts at Lucas Tree Service with over 45 years of experience for professional tree trimming, removal, and storm preparation. Don't wait until a storm is on its way. Schedule your tree assessment today at lucastreeservice.com.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting!
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $4,000 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
How wide is home plate in baseball?
Southern Oak Insurance is proud to continue offering coverage statewide. Financial stability makes Southern Oak Insurance a wise choice for your homeowner's insurance needs. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The home plate in baseball is a generous 17 inches wide, although most major league pitchers would think otherwise.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Day one of training camp tomorrow, the drill and Jaguars today, both broadcasted live tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, in the next week. And it's just going to be so much fun because all the fans are going to be there. And I know I was talking to one of my dudes, Jamie, yesterday, and I'm like, go to Jaguars.com, log on, get your ticket, get on out there, and make sure you're there because 10 straight practices they're going to make available. All right, Duff. So before we're done, you and I are going to do both sides of the ball on our social channels coming up in a little bit. So we'll definitely dig a little bit deeper on some of the position battles. But your eyes will be on what unit first?
Well, I always look, at the defense, I've got to say, and I want to look at those linebackers. I want to see how, but a year ago we were looking at an OR in capitals, Miller or Lloyd, who was it going to be? But I'm going to look at those linebackers. I'm going to look real close at that defensive front, just like Matt mentioned, and I'll be looking at that offense. I mean, hell, I'm going to be all over the place, but you're asking for one group, I'm going to be
first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. All right. First one, Leon.
Come on now.
Yeah, that's easy ball.
Old line, baby. I got to check them out.
Yeah.
I'm going to see what kind of intensity they play with. I'm going to see, what kind of shape they're in, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, that's me. Thing. It's what kind of shape is Milam in. We saw Pregnon. He looks sharp.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what kind of shape are those two guys in? Like, are they ready to push and compete? What kind of shape is Walker Little in? Because he knows that he might be needed early in the season.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, I know you're putting your arm around him and trying to
console him,
steer him through this difficult process.
I'm his therapist.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got to be ready, man.
Oh yeah,
because it's a difficult early schedule. He got to be ready.
But somewhere in that DNA,
Dr. Malfi.
somewhere in that DNA, you got to find a little nasty, a little savage.
Yeah, I'm looking at the young guards too. I'm gonna see what kind of competition they're going to pose on the wildly vets. And I told you how you'll know that they're making strides towards the job when the offensive line coach starts giving them one team reps. Because, usually veterans get like 5, and then if O-line coach say, hey, go and take them last 2. And then that's a signal to the veteran that he's on your heels, get the moving. All right? So that's how your offensive line coach, they know how to use a little particulars, huh?
Can you put 2022 on for Walker Little and say, this is you the last 7 games? Where is that guy?
Listen, he's been abducted a long time ago. I don't know who this guy is.
And I got to believe these little coaching things, like Coach Duff was talking about earlier.
Right?
Yes,
do you do that
fine.
Absolutely.
And show him good tape, right? Don't show him bad tape.
No, I show them good
Both?
tape.
Yeah.
No, I do that more than anything else because your mind is a tape recorder, and I want them to see. Hey,
reinforce
this is what you've done. There's nothing else acceptable.
Mario Cristobal, after the loss to SMU last year, he said they brought everybody in and showed them all the good film.
Patience is also
maybe where is that guy's not the right way to say it. Maybe that's the guy we want.
Yeah, because you can coach through that. There's no question. And like you said, Duff, you would rather put good thoughts in their head instead of bad thoughts in their head.
But there comes a point when we got to put the right thought, whatever one that is. Yes, sir.
And so we will see where it goes, just in terms of it's not like put the fear of God in him, but basically say, and I got it. The one thing that I truly believe has happened is that they have known about this long enough that they were able to steer him in that direction.
Joe, great call. I mean, I actually haven't really thought along that line, but that's an obvious thing, but it's a great call. And that the staff and everybody knows, the team knows that right now. And so, I think that you want to use the word pressure, you want to use the word push, it's all right there.
Yeah. Who else will have camp eyes tomorrow?
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Taylor Dahlwell, Helmets and Heels will be out there.
We made it. We made it back.
Yep, you're fired up.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of fun storylines. We talked about it a lot yesterday when it comes to the depth and where this roster has come. And we know last year they talked a lot about building the floor. And as you're going through and you're talking about the battles alone, I think running back and linebacker, you will be talking about a decent amount because you lose a Devin Lloyd and a Travis Etienne. And so those are part of it. But I do think you have a Caleb Ransaw that you didn't get to see in season last year and in camp last year. He was flashing in moments where you're like, whoa, like you felt like you had something out of him. Only got a half a season out of Travis Hunter. So there's a lot of things I think that are going to be really fun to kind of watch for in camp this year. Some of those being more so depth battles or maybe rotational, that defensive end who's going to come in behind Trayvon and Josh Hines-Allen and hopefully get some more sacks because you haven't had that in a couple years. So a lot of fun stuff. I'm excited. It's going to be hot, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, but you guys will be tearing in all that.
All of it.
Sounds good, Taylor. Thank you.
Guys.
Helmets and Heels coming up next. Before we go, I just got to say thoughts and prayers to the Young family. And I went to a funeral this morning for Bill Young, and he left us way too early, just 66 years of age. And he played in a state championship playing basketball with St. Joe. He was St. Joe and St. Augustine through and through. Gator grad, diehard Gator fan, Jag fan, and the Cathedral Basilica. Father Tom, who I love, Father Tom Willis, married TLD and I, and he was I believe a classmate or at St. Joe the same time Bill Young was there. He was able to come back and do the service. Not a single empty seat in the cathedral.
Nice.
1,000 people. So
nice.
Bill Young, you will be missed. No question about it. All right. Thank you, fellas. It is XL Primetime. We will be at Jaguars training camp tomorrow. I'm fired up for that for sure. Helmets and Heels coming up next.
The roar of the crowd. The theater of your mind.